Lost in this hazy room, the darkness surrounds. Pulsating beats electrify the ground. I feel the energy, it's flowing through my veins.
Hey, what's up, baddies? It's April with the Phoenix Collective. We're a group of like-minded individuals dedicated to the self-healing journey of reaching our own authenticity and then in turn lifting the consciousness to a higher vibration. Okay, let's talk a little bit about that. Okay, stepping into your authenticity just is as a willingness to step into your shadow. All right, so there's a duality in life, right? Good and bad, love and hate, all of the things that encompass who we are. Now, it gets a label of good and bad, but really all it is a conditioning, a programming, society, parenting, all of those things that are instilled in us after we're all birthed onto and incarnated onto this planet as perfect individuals, okay? All with a very distinct personality and purpose in this world, okay? But it's parenting and it's society that tells us that certain things are bad when really there is no good or bad. There is no right or wrong. There's merely choices and experiences, okay? And God created, or the universal consciousness, right? The law of oneness states, guys, that we're all connected as one, right? We are all fractals of source, that universal consciousness that came here to experience everything that this world has to create. We create because we are God. Remember that, okay? So there's no right or wrong. There's just choices, all right? And that creates our own experience. Now, what creates that experience is our mind. Our mind is so powerful and we don't realize that, okay? But we're birthed into these families that then condition us to tell us, watch your temper. Don't act that way. A lady doesn't do that. All of these things that kind of try and condition us into demure people and also kind of push us into a kind of a naivety about the world, right? Because our own little sheltered experience at home, then we push out into the real world and we're really reacting to all that stimuli based off that conditioning, which is not always helpful for us, okay? So we are battling our own like our own authenticity and trying to be what each one of these social situations is safe for us to be according to that conditioning. So we're breaking free from that. Yeah, we don't really care anymore. Because as we realize that as we step into our purpose and actually go after what we desire and dare to be who we truly are, people love us for that. And then we start magnetizing everything that's in line with who we truly are, and it opens us up to the world of our dreams. Okay? I grew up with a as honestly, I was almost like an only child. It was really just my father and I. And he kind of conditioned me a little bit to be the perfect girl, right? In his eyes, right? That I don't talk back and that I behave. But really, did that set me up for life? No, because my boundaries were muddled. And I learned how to people please and what my role was. But as I break free from that, right? And actually put up boundaries and say fuck off sometimes, I realize other people might not like it, but I'm doing what's right for me. Okay? So we're not afraid to use our voice anymore. We're really not afraid of what others think when we say no. We let them have their you problems. If our existence in their reality causes a negative reaction, that's on them. That's not on us. Okay? Anyway, I'm April Lacey. I'm an intuitive and tarot card reader, and I use these for high vibe readings to help with the healing journey. Okay, so I read cards in 4 positions: the subconscious, which shows what's hidden; than the past, which is kind of the dipstick card. It tells you the energy of the past that we're carrying into the here and now, and then we go into the future, which just tells the most likely outcome if you stay on the path that you are. Now remember, tarot is a living tool for personal growth. Okay, pick up what's for you and leave what's not. Okay, but I can guarantee that just for the pure fact that you clicked on this video, that there's messages in this reading for you. Okay, now the Phoenix Collective, my spiritual baddies and spiritual daddies, we're growing larger and larger every day, and everybody is welcome. All it takes is a desire to better yourself. Okay. But my messages become a little more general or really specific just because my audience is getting larger and larger. So if you want a message that's tailored to you and just for you, a private one, I gladly help you with that. Just hit me up right there is my email, mydualityreality@gmail.com, and I can definitely help you with that. All right. So let's get right into these cards and see what's going on in the past. All right, let's look at the cards in the past position. Okay, so this is always the dipstick card, guys. It kind of just lets you know who this reading is for. And so if you can relate to this energy, this reading is going to be for you. So the first card right out the gate, Major Arcana, which means this is a major life change for you, a real pivotal kind of time in your life. And I got, this is always a good card to get because it's like, the moon. Okay, so what is hidden in the cover of night is also always hard to distinguish the reality of the situation, right? Because you can't see. This is definitely a card of illusions, okay? Things appearing to be something different than what they are, okay? So, of course, I couldn't just let this card be. Like, I can't just pull this card in the past. I had to pull another one because I was like, what is hidden here? What do I get? I got the Two of Wands, which is I give myself permission to dream big. Do you see this, guys? Okay, I'm using the Rider-Waite today, guys. I pulled out the traditional Rider-Waite Smith Tarot deck because Spirit told me to, and I like these cards, and I always reference these cards because the images on them really depict the reality of tarot, and so I'll always go back to it no matter what deck I'm using. These are the images that come in my head. Okay, so do you see that he's got a globe in his hand, which is a world, and he's staring out. This guy wants more. Okay, he's realizing there's some deceptive bullshit around him, and he's looking at the world, and he's like, he's like, there's so much more out there for me. I don't fit in with this crowd anymore. Okay, and let's delve right into the subconscious, because I feel like that there's let's see what's hidden. Okay, so the subconscious card always shows what is hidden, okay? Let me pull a card real quick. Haha! What'd I get? The Two of Cups. Okay, so this makes a whole lot of sense. This is, I refuse to see people in a false light, okay? That it is time for me to see people for who they truly are. Now, this is very common for light workers, okay? As light workers have a natural high vibration, right? So they are even in the midst of shitbaggery. Like, honestly, whatever social situation or group that you're in, you're gonna be at a higher vibration than they are, but you're still really capped. You're still really capped until you get out of that situation. You're like attracts like. So if you are in allowing that situation to dim your light, you're going to get stuck there until you break free from it. Okay. But what happens with light workers is we kind of can get a little stuck in these situations because when your vibration is high, you look at other people and you see their highest timeline too. So oftentimes, I call it energy matching. Oftentimes you project onto them qualities that they don't have, but they have the ability to possess. So you see them in their best light. Okay? And this is what's hidden. This is definitely what's hidden, guys. All right? That you are recognizing this is past, okay? This is past energy. Okay? You have recognized that the people around you are not at all in line with who you are, right? And that you want to go. You're looking out and you know your purpose. And you're not going to, you're ready to step into that vulnerable space of going after your dreams because you realize that by staying with, yes, it's familiar. If you stay, you won't have to face any of your fears, but you're gonna be miserable. And so I'm talking to a group of baddies, spiritual baddies that took that call. They answered, hello, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to go to my highest timeline. I'm ready to step into my purpose and nothing's going to hold me back. Okay? Nothing is going to hold me back. Now, I'm picking up on a person that has really put themselves in some icky situations, but I don't want to, let me pull some cards in the here and now and get some more light on that before I just get into it, because I think I already know. All right, I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds to shuffle some cards, all right? All right, we're still looking at the subconscious card here, all right? That's that Two of Cups, of a union where you in your highest vibration are looking at the situation and seeing what's hidden, right? You're seeing a person that maybe future faked you a little bit. They told you everything about who they were, and this person, what I'm picking up on is told you who they were, right? All right, got you into this union, and you told them who you were, right? That you were in your purpose, that you are, you're going after this and you're going after this. But guess what? That was all an illusion, right? They were future faking you. And after the hunt was over, right? After they got the girl, got the guy, wow, you truly are who you said you were. They weren't. Okay? So I'm getting some Five of Wands, guys. Look what I got here. The Five of Wands. All right, which is rivalry, competition. Wow, having you in your complete authenticity really elevated them. They like having you around. Your high vibe is lifting their vibe, but it's bringing down yours. Okay? And it's not in line with who you are. You want the fuck out of there, right? And I see that you are taking steps to do that. Okay? And all of a sudden, everything that they built is crumbling because they can't sustain that. All right? Because it's built on lies and fabrications. And so what do they got to do? They got to make it all your fault. All right. There's a competition and a jealousy. Okay. Now, we talked a little bit about that energy matching. Now, we got to think about the flip side of that. Okay. So, light workers, we often project onto people their highest timeline, right? What they can be but aren't. And we believe that because we can see that in them. All right. We have that ability to see that light inside of them. But you have to understand that on the flip side of that, for you cross watchers watching right now, just understand that you can only see people at your highest timeline. And since their vibe is low, they can't really truly see you for who you really are. So they believe it has to be fake. Now, it comes by them honestly, so that's what makes us really forgivable. They have built up from their past experiences this idea of what women are or what men are, and they're projecting that onto you, right? And so they are creating illusions and really kind of trying to paint you in a bad light because you just want to get the fuck out of there. Okay. And I'm getting that you did. Okay. Because of who's making an appearance. I don't care if you're male or female. I'm talking to a person that stepped into their King of Swords energy. Now, the King of Swords is a real authority. He cuts off that bullshit. Like, he is not in his feels. Okay. He is not the wishy-washy King of Cups that like can artsy fartsy create all this like illusion around people. Right? the King of Swords is stoic, right? He does not put in words that aren't necessary. So this is a person that left, and really, with that ace, with that sword of clarity, saw the situation for what it was and did not invest any more time in that bullshit. Okay? They just purely hightailed it out of there and fucking swipe their brow when they were safe, okay? Because now they can really focus on what it is they were trying to do without somebody else tearing them apart. Now, with this Five of Wands making an appearance, it didn't end there on that other part. That person was still slandering names, putting you and painting you in a bad picture, and really trying to elevate themselves because that's all they can do, right? Remember, this is a future faker person that you like, really kind of a verbally abusive person that like just knows how to bully their way around everything. They probably talk really, really loud and above everybody else and have a real intrusive personality because that's how they've learned to survive. Okay. And this has really worked for them in the past. You know, if they can, this is also a very, very, very feminine trait of playing the victim. Oh, they did this and they did that, and now I can't seem to live my life. Everything's falling apart around me because of that person. Okay? I'm telling you, a real man and a real female are very independent people. Okay? When you enter a union, you shouldn't be dependent on the other person. If they're not around, if you said you're this way or if you say you're that way, you should still be able to maintain that without the other person. You can't then crumble and fall apart because they're not around anymore. All right? That shows a real kind of insecure person that's not confident, that's just utilizing other people's emotions and scenarios and reputations to manipulate people around them to feel sorry for them and give them what they want. So this is a real kind of like kind of a childish. It's a shows an emotional, like somebody that's emotionally kind of a immature. It's an emotional immaturity to not be able to live your life, right? Because of being a victim to somebody else. Now that victim mentality needs to go away, guys. We need to actually step into accountability for who we are as people, right? There are truly people out there in this world that don't have the mental capacity to handle life, okay? They have like emotional problems or a handicapped, or, you know, they're a vulnerable adult. Those are the true people without a voice that are truly victims. But when you are a capable individual, you are absolutely weaponizing that victim mentality to get the world to hand you things and not stand on your own 2 feet. Okay? So I'm getting one party and I'm picking up, that's you, the person that knew they had the whole world in their hands, right? They just had to get to a safe place to be that, and stepped into that King of Swords energy in order to protect themselves because their partner under these illusions was attacking them. Okay, so when you I don't want to get into this man-hating, woman-hating role, okay? There are people out there that are toxic. There are relationships that are toxic, okay? But there are still divine unions out there that can heal each other, okay? And now the king, if your man is not being the King of Swords for you, they are not stepping into that role to protect you, to allow you as a feminine energy, male or female, okay, to go after your purpose and step into your authenticity, then you have to do that for yourself, okay? So I'm getting that this person that I'm talking to today has stepped into their masculine King of Swords energy to protect themselves and against all this bullshit that that partner created for them, okay? And under false illusions of bullshittery to go after their fucking dreams, all right? Yeah, like these are some spiritual warriors battling it out. But the funny thing is that I'm seeing that one partner, my King of Swords energy there, really stepped into their authenticity and went after things, okay? They didn't even, like, honestly pay any attention or any mind to what they left when they left. They hightailed it out of there and went after exactly what it is they said they were doing. Okay? Well, that other person was creating this for themselves and really sinking under this illusion or trying to manipulate it and the people around them with a victim in victim mode. And I don't care if that's male or female, that doesn't look good on anybody. We aren't victims, okay? We need to step up and realize this world is ours for the taking. Whatever we think and we create. So you have two options. You can really take ownership of your life and who you are and let that make you grow stronger. Or you can, woe is me, help, whoa, like, feel bad for me. They hurt me. That doesn't look good on anybody. And trust me, like, if you're a female, ugh, you don't want that guy. That's for sure. All right. So, hey, let's see what's going on in the future, okay? Because I'm picking up that this is kind of some past energy that we're just like, that's kind of resurfacing something that a situation that we've already left, okay? But that this, see the sun coming out there? For some reason, I'm feeling like that illusion is being brought up into the light, and we've got our fucking flashlights on that shit, and it's all being exposed. Let's see what's going on in the future. I'm going to shuffle the cards now. Be back. It'll only take me 2 seconds in your world. All right, guys, I'm kind of losing my sunlight here, so I got to make it quick. Otherwise, it gets real dark in my room. All right, so in the future, now remember, if you don't like what I have to say, you can change it. But I got some interesting cards that I know I wouldn't want to change unless you're cross-watching. The cross-watchers maybe need to step into their authenticity and own up to who they truly are here, right? And stop bringing other people down to elevate themselves because, man, we got some judgment on their part, okay? That just by you purely choosing self-love, remember, guys, the answer every time, I don't care, every single time, should always be self-love. Because by muting who you are and allowing people to manipulate and rescuing them, and I'm picking up on a collective that did that for far too long. You people pleased, you gave people excuses and an out for being who they are. And that doesn't serve them. It does not help them grow. So you chose to break free from that on your own. You left. Okay. And Spirit rewards that. Okay. They reward you for that. And when you are on purpose and doing what's right, always, you did not succumb to that, any kind of retaliation or any kind of gossip. Like, you purely just pieced out and were relieved to be gone, okay? And focused on repairing yourself, healing yourself, really peeling back the layers of who you are and making the steps to better yourself, to attain your highest timeline. Spirit said, look, I've had enough. I have had enough of all of this fuckery, all right? And has really stepped in with the judgment, okay? And I'm telling you, your karma is good, so your judgment is good. This is a law of karma, okay? All right? And so that wheel of fortune is turning, and so it might have worked for a minute. They might have gotten a little bit of sympathy and some people that were like, let's go on a witch hunt, right? But really the reality of who this person, because you can't maintain that for too long. These people that have that way of life, eventually people see them for who they truly are, and who you are for you truly are, because you can maintain that because you're in your authenticity. Okay? You're not faking anything. All right? And it all comes to the light eventually. So I'm seeing somebody that's under some judgment, and this is blown up again because look, trust me, they're going to continue. If they, when they don't have you to attack anymore, they're going to find other people, and eventually it's going to get exposed because you can't maintain that for so long. And hopefully the people around them start to see that and not coddle them. Hopefully they can move on to their highest timeline as well. Okay, so I'm seeing rewards in your future. Check this out. Seven of Cups. Look at that card. And you've got options. Options. And I'm not just saying, not just options in life, but I'm saying Spirit is rewarding you for like a job well done. You've overcome adversity. You've overcome a whole lot of bullshit that was unjustly so. It was none of that was for any karma that you have done, that you've actually broken by leaving. You've broken that cycle and that pattern of behavior. And you've said to the universe that no, I'm not accepting that. You've lifted your vibration, and now you're not attracting that anymore. You're attracting some real stable, sexy motherfuckers into your life, okay? Some hot ass bitches, some sexy ass men, okay? Because nobody can get into your vibration unless they're on the same one as you, right? So this is somebody that also comes with their own Seven of Cups, their own options, so that you will definitely have a union. And I feel that so much. Okay, I feel that so much just because that the subconscious card, what was hidden, I lost my Two of Cups somewhere, but I'm still feeling that this is relationship related, that you have a real union heading your way of a solid person that's bringing their own energy in to be that emperor energy, which is all of the kings, to match your empress energy. Okay, all of the queens. These are two healed people that are going after that are on their purpose, that are at their highest vibration and attracting good things. Because I'm telling you, your glow up, you're kind of untouchable. You really are. You have absolutely lifted your vibe to a frequency where, unless you're at that same vibration, it can't even come at you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to be like, you don't got time for that. You don't got time for that. Plus, with that judgment, they're way too busy cleaning up and mopping up their messes, right? And the wheel of fortune has turned. So now it's their turn to go within. It's their turn to peel back the layers of their onion and fucking figure out who they are. All right? So have fun, you guys, looking at each cup, because I see so much coming in for you. I see so many options in life coming to you. Like, the world is yours and you get to choose. You get to choose what you want. All right? All right. But remember, hey, that we before we incarnated, we made these soul contracts with others. We, like, those people that came into your life, they might have caused some upset, but this was divinely planned to help you choose your best option, right? It was definitely a crossroad moment in your life. You could have chose to stay and gone through another cycle of bullshit, or leave. So it's all very forgivable, all right? Because on the other side, on the 5D, these are your besties. This is all a simulation. And every time when we like leave this earth plane and we get back up there, we laugh at each other and say, I played a good villain in your story, didn't I? I did a really good job, right? These are all cycles that we are trying to break, and we're bringing them from our past lives and creating new ones in order to help us grow and lift the consciousness to a higher vibration, right? Become the best people that we can be. I'm so glad that you're on this journey, hey? And remember, if you need any assistance from me, I know this shit is hard. And when you're in the game of life, when you're on the field, you only see the next play. You don't see the entire scope of it. All right? So if you need help from me, hit me up. mydualityreality@gmail.com. I'll be glad to help you on this journey. All right? Because we are all suffering the human condition together. Love and light.